Hey team, Kat here. I hope you had an amazing holiday season. Happy New Year and welcome back if you have just come back from the holiday season. It is so great to be back. I had an amazing holiday and I'm so refreshed and restored and rejuvenated and all the words, and so looking forward to 2023. If you're here with me live, I would love it if you pop a hashtag live and just let us know that you're here. And I am super excited to share this content with you. I've been mulling it over for quite some time. And it's for you if you want to fall in love with your business even more than you ever have before in 2023. So thank you for being here. I know that sometimes getting back into work mode after a holiday can be a bit challenging. That has definitely been the case for me, to just have that, I guess, that on ramp rather than trying to go from 0 to 100. I've learned over the years that I need a little bit of grace. I need a bit of easing back into it. And what really helps with getting back into the swing of things for me is having a business that I'm absolutely in love with. I love my business. And so I want to share with you some keys, what I've called 3 essential keys to help you fall even more in love with your business in 2023. Would you agree that when you love something, you want to spend time with it or them, you feel smitten, you feel excited, you feel grateful, you feel happy, and that's these beautiful, juicy feelings that we want to feel in our businesses. And we can feel these feelings every day. So I'm going to be sharing with you some keys. I'm going to be sharing an activity that I personally use to motivate myself to get back into action, and really how to run your business by design and not just fall back into how it was last year and maybe all the habits that you don't want to have, or the things that you're just a bit sick of, or things that are getting a bit stale. How can we make sure that you are in love with your business? I saw someone post today that they actually are hating their business. And it makes me so sad to see this, because when you hate your business, would you agree, you show up differently. You might smile, you might come across as happy and confident, but deep down, there's a mismatch. There's not an alignment there. And when we get aligned with our values and we line our business up with our values, we start to fall back in love with it. So I really hope that you are open to making some changes so that you can fall more in love with your business. If you're watching the replay, if you could just pop a hashtag replay in the comments, and I will comment on every single one of your comments after this training session. I'd also love to know, like, what was your highlight, or what was one of your highlights of your holiday season? I haven't seen you for, I think, about 3 weeks. I think the last video I did was on the 21st of December, 2022. So what has been some of your highlights of that season, over that holiday, Christmas, New Year's, whatever it is that you were up to? I would love to know. Pop it in the comments. And how are you feeling about 23? How are you feeling about the new year? Pop a word in the comments. I would love to hear. So please interact and engage with this. Let's start to have a think about why is it so important to be in love with your business? Why do you think it's so important to be in love with your business? And pop it in the chat box. Not for other business owners to be in love with their business, but for you. Why is it important for you? For me, I wrote down 5 things. When I feel in love with my business, I show up better for people. I show up better on video. I show up better in my communities. I show up better for my clients. I show up better when I'm creating content. Number 2, I experience more joy. It's the best feeling when your business is bringing you joy and you're bringing joy to your business. Number 3, I'm more inspired and I'm more creative. I'm more inspired to create more. I'm more inspired to put myself out there more, to talk to more people, to help more people. Number 4, I create better work. Think about it. When you're hating your business, if you're hating, if you've got a horrible feeling about marketing, the way you show up, would you agree, is going to be different if you decide that, hey, marketing, I might not be good at it. It might not be my favorite thing to do. I might not be strong at it, but I'm going to learn to love marketing because that's how people find me. The truth is, there's someone sitting in their home right now struggling with something that you can help them with. And marketing is the bridge. Marketing is the way that they find you. And so I had to totally reframe marketing. When I first became a coach, I just wanted to coach. I didn't want to do marketing, but I learned to fall in love with marketing because it was the way of connecting me with more coaching clients. And number 5, it keeps me in this for the long term. How long will your business last if you're not loving it? If you're burned out, if you're resenting it, if you're dreading doing your marketing, if you're dreading creating content or running a masterclass, this keeps you in the long game. So a question that I would love to ask you is, are you building a business that you absolutely love? Are you doing that right now? Because so many people waste a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort because there's resistance. They're not in alignment. And so resistance is coming up, limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, dread, regrets, all of these things. And they're not motivated because they're not in love with their business. And so they're expending all this energy and wasting energy, and they end up exhausted. Or they feel, oh, I've had this beautiful holiday, but I don't want to get back into business. I don't feel like going, gung ho. And sometimes when we get caught up in the swing of the year, we can kind of just get caught up in what we're doing. But this is a perfect time to come back and reflect. When else are we going to do it, right? That's why I never work over this period, because I think, well, once I'm into the year, I've got momentum, and I take lots of holidays throughout that time. But when else are we going to reflect? So this is the perfect time to think, to kind of just relook at things and go, were there some things that I was doing last year that I don't want to do those anymore? Were there some things that I'm just getting bored of? Or were there some decisions that I made last year that I'm going to change my mind? Permission to change your mind. I know that you don't need my permission, but I invite you to give yourself permission to change your mind about things, to throw things away, to add new things, to try new things. And my goal for you in this video is to help you to have the keys that you can use, the tools that you can use to truly love your business even more than you are. I'm currently in a season of feeling completely loved up with a special person, and they absolutely feel like my person, and I'm feeling so warm and fuzzy. Those feelings, we've all felt it, right? Where you just get so excited, and I just have like these waves of joy and gratitude and happiness, and it's just so exciting. We've all had that feeling about a person. So in your business, are you madly in love? Are you going steady? Are you strong? Are you stable? Are you safe? Are you excited? Or have you fallen out of love with your business? Maybe you haven't been treating it kindly. Maybe you've been ignoring it. You've been distant. You've been neglecting it. Or maybe you've been focusing on all the negatives, all the things you don't like about your business. And if we do this in a relationship, right, it suffers big time. And it's the same with business. It's not a nice place to be in if we aren't feeling the love. So let's dive in to the 3 key essentials to help you fall in love even more with your business. Number 1, if you're taking notes, please do take notes. Number 1, focus on how you want to feel. Focus on how you want to feel. Us human beings, we are feeling machines. Everything that we do it for a feeling. So instead of starting with goals, I recommend you start with feelings. How do you want to feel in your business? So you don't focus on what you don't want to feel, you focus on what you do want to feel. So many people I talk to, they are stuck in the problem. They are stuck like this, catch-22, or going round and round in circles, rather than this expansive thinking of what do I want to feel? I had dinner with one of my best friends last night, Lisa, and we hadn't seen each other for a while, and it was just a total love fest. We've been holding hands for ages across the table. She's Italian, and it's completely feels so normal. It's just wonderful. And we were talking about easing back into the year with grace and with joy, and not putting too much pressure on ourselves, not like going that whole 0 to 100 thing. And we were talking about what we want this year to be like. And she just said so many things that really stood out to me about how we can look at what other people are doing and just get this feeling like, oh, I should have done more, or I should be doing this. And we can get pulled in all these different directions. So I just want you to strip back all the things you feel like you should be doing, or what other people are doing, or maybe Over the holidays, people were posting their offers or selling things or already filled their programs, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just had a holiday. I just want you to forget all of that and just focus on how you want to feel. We need to tune out comparison. We need to tune out consuming content that doesn't inspire us. There's absolutely no reason to consume content unless it gives us a good feeling or inspires us to want to do more in a good, healthy way. There's also no point us looking at things that make us feel like, oh, I should have been doing more, or that I'm totally behind. Just forget what everyone else is doing. What other people are doing, it's really got nothing to do with you. Just tune it out and think, how do you want to feel? Because what you have to offer, regardless of the past, what you have to offer right now is valuable. However much time you took off was perfect, and there's no reason to look back. There's no reason. Your power to create is in your hands right now. It's there. Your awesomeness is still there. There's no need to compare yourself to anyone else right now. Where you're at's perfect. So let's not focus on the past. Let's not focus on negative feelings. Let's not project out to the future with dread or anxiety or fear. Let's go, how do I want to feel? And good feelings often come from our why. Why are you actually in business? And it's a really good question to ask at this time of year. Would you agree? Why? I personally did some soul searching when I was preparing for this, and I wrote down why do I love my business right now? Why do I love it? And here's what I wrote down. I wrote down, I love my business because it gives me such incredible freedom. I can do things my way. It brings me so much fulfillment to help people and to up-level my skills. I love that how much money I make is not limited, and I have so much flexibility with my time. I love my business because I get to support incredible women who totally inspire me and help me to be a better business owner and leader. I love my business because it gives me full control of my life. I can choose who I want to work with and how I want to do things, and I can be as creative as I want. I love my business because I get to own my own unique gifts and skills and knowledge and experience to help women every day. I love that more and more people continue to be helped as my business grows. What an incredible privilege. So that really created some very good feelings in my body, just writing that out and feeling it. And during the holiday season, I have to admit, I wasn't feeling like that. I actually said to Lisa last night, I don't want to talk about my business. I want to talk about how loved up I feel. I want to talk about my amazing holiday in New Zealand. I want to talk about all these other things. Usually I just want to talk about my business. So just like a relationship, if you think of your business like a relationship, there are times where we're completely on a high. There are times where we're just kind of plodding along. And there are times where it takes a real conscious effort to bring the love back, right? Like all good relationships, they require work. They require intentionality. They require effort. But I know that as I continue to take actions that are aligned with my values, and that's the key, our actions need to be aligned with our values, that it will be, the love will be stronger than ever. So my challenge to you is to remind yourself why you love your business right now. And as you start to do this, you'll realize all these beautiful things of why you got into business in the first place. Like really connect back to that why. Why are you even in business? And you may also realize that there are aspects of your business that you don't love, that you're not willing to do. Now, there's always things that we don't love in our business, but we do them just like you change a baby's nappy, just like you do things for the people that you love. It's not that you necessarily always love doing it, but you do it because you love the person. It's a similar concept. It doesn't mean we're going to have to love everything in our business, but if there are things that you're really dreading, fearing, hating, you may want to break up with them. You may want to outsource them. There may be an offer or a program or a particular aspect of your business, a process that you just don't get any joy out of anymore. And maybe you made some decisions that just don't make sense anymore. So please feel free to let it go. Just let it go. If you've been doing something that's boring, You might decide to add something to it or tweak it to bring that excitement back in, because you're worth it. You are worth it, my friend. And nothing good comes out of continuing to just flog a dead horse. So maybe you need to outsource tasks. Maybe you need to streamline your processes so that you're not repeating yourself so much. Maybe you need to look for new opportunities. Maybe you need to join a community with high energy, high vibe, enthusiastic members. Maybe you need to up-level your skill sets. It's really important that you look at what do I need to feel these beautiful feelings that I want to feel? And what are the words that you want to feel when it comes to your feelings? And I would love it, those of you who are here, whether you're live or on the replay, to type in the comments, what are some words that describe how you want to feel this year in your business? How do you want to feel in your business? Pop it in the comments. I really want to know how you want to feel in your business this year. Maybe it's joyful or easeful or powerful or peaceful. Maybe you want to feel lit up, abundant, energized, supported, excited, enthusiastic, flowing, prosperous. Write your words in the comments and just really have a think about it. And I recommend that you choose 3. And I'm going to share my 3 with you shortly. So that's number 1. That's the very first step. Number 1 is to focus on how you want to feel. Number 2 is to write down what brings you those feelings. Number 2, write down what brings you those feelings. What is it that you want this year in order to feel those feelings? What do you need to do? What do you want your business to be like? Write down some notes. You might write some actions. You might write some statements, some mantras, whatever will help you. You might like to write down what you need to believe in order to feel those feelings. What do you need to believe? And I'll share these with you. Here's what I wrote. This year, I choose to allow myself plenty of time, margins, and spaciousness. I choose to keep going as I work on this habit, because it's a habit. Like all of these things, we're not going to nail it first time, right? I say no to stress. I'm not going to do stress. I let go of anything that doesn't feel alive or light me up. I refuse to judge myself harshly. I refuse to compare myself to others unless it's to inspire myself. I only consume content that inspires me. I regularly get out in fresh air and nature. I prioritize quality relationships and fun. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of, or just a few ideas for yourself. Now, this is what I wrote for the 3 words. So my 3 words were peaceful, energized, which is kind of seems like the opposite, but you can be energized with a really nice grounded peace. I like to describe it like sparkling water and still water. They're both good if you like them both. I like them both. I like bubbly and I like water. Or even you might say champagne and water. One is like bubbly and exciting and energizing and effervescent, and one is calm and grounding and still. You can have both. And often you go back and forth. And this is like powerful, peaceful, and abundant. Abundance. I love that word. So peaceful. This is what I've said in terms of beliefs in order to feel peaceful. I don't have to push, strive, stress, or hustle to have a thriving business. I choose to do it my way. Energized. I choose to put my body before my business. And I've actually written that up on my whiteboard, body before business, because then my business will be an extension of my well-being and vitality. Then, and this is a key, I'll attract people who are also energized and vital. Abundant. I choose quality over quantity. I speak only to my ideal clients. Because if you think of abundance like the opposite of scarcity, scarcity is I'll work with everyone because I'm fearful of missing out on people. Abundance is no, I'm speaking to a certain amount of people and I trust that abundance is going to flow in. I trust that abundance is going to flow in even without the quantity. I'm going to focus on quality. I focus on prosperity, not lack. I know that everything I need to succeed is available to me anytime. Remember that in business, you can make in a few days or a week what people make in months. I was talking to some friends recently. We're planning to book a house for a wedding in April in New Zealand. And I think 2 or even 3 of them said, I've really, we're not going to be able to do that because I've worked out my budget, and, you know, they're in 9-to-5 jobs, their income's capped. And I just thought, wow, like, I remember that feeling when I was in a job and I knew exactly how much money was going to come in and I knew what my bills are. I just don't ever have that feeling anymore, because if I want money, I just go create something. I just go and add value. I just go put out another offer. It's a game changer. And this is abundance. And this is what's available to us as business owners, as entrepreneurs. I was talking to my sister, Vicky, about it, and she's really big on words. She's a wordsmith, and she's got 3 statements. We started talking about this body over business thing because last year I put my business before my body, and I don't like that. I don't want to do that anymore. So we were talking about body over business, and she said, oh, it's more than my body though. It's like my spirit, my soul, my mind. So her statements, are tend your temple. She's got it written down. Tend your temple, take your time. Like, don't rush things, just take your time. There's no hurry, and trust your turnaround. I just love that. Don't you love the alliteration? She feels it's a turnaround year for her. And because she got that impression, it just came to her intuitively. Trust your turnaround. Tend your temple, take your time. And Lisa, that I was talking about last night, she was talking about self-care, and she was basically like, don't ever compromise your self-care. Like, always choose self-care first. Fill your joy tank regularly. Do things that make you really happy, because your business is a direct reflection of you. Be a good boss to yourself. And number 3 is take action according to your values. Take action according to your values. So write down what are the actions that you're going to take and make sure that you're aligned with your values. For example, for peaceful, you might write down, I tend to my temple. I look after my body daily. I exercise daily. I set my timer. I get up and stretch every hour. I stand up. I don't just sit at my desk all day. I get fresh air every day. I walk in nature. I eat nourishing food 90% of the time. So you put specific actions and habits in place. And the number 1 activity that I use to motivate myself to take action is I just do a simple values alignment activity. And basically what I say is, what am I putting off? What am I procrastinating on? Let's say it's launching a landing page. I'll say, how will launching that landing page give me even more of my values? And if you know your top 5 values, you can link it. So it's a values linking activity. How will doing this action, getting out in nature, launching a program, whatever it is that you want to do, how will it give me even more growth, even more contribution, even more freedom, even more creativity, even more love? You do that for a few minutes. Oh my goodness. It just kicks your motivation. It's incredible, because nothing trumps your highest values. So if you link your actions to it, boom, it shifts something in your body. I hope this has been super helpful for you. I really enjoyed putting it together, and I'm really excited for this year. I'm excited for you and everything that you're going to create. Remember that you come first. You come first before business. So always put yourself in your calendar first if you're still doing your planning. And I've planned my whole years of events. So there are lots of events happening throughout the year. The first one that I've got coming up, I've got the dates here. If you want to grab a pen and write these down, I have a workshop coming up in February. It's called How to Get Clients with Meaningful Marketing. So if you want to get coaching clients and you don't want to do it with cheesy, traditional marketing that's quite salesy and pushy, and you know the type. I hope you know what I mean, when the opposite of that is meaningful marketing that resonates with your ideal clients, that's unique to you, that feels good, that has a lot of love in it. That's what the event's about. It's all about how to get clients, the right clients, dream clients, not just anyone, but clients that you truly love working with, using a marketing strategy that you'll love so you can get clients fast and consistently for this year. So here are the 2 dates for your diary. Write these down: Tuesday, the 7th of February and Saturday, the 10th of February. If you're interested, drop the word workshop in the comments right now. Drop the word workshop in the comments right now, and I will send you the details via Messenger as soon as they're released. I haven't put the marketing out yet, but again, Tuesday, the 7th of February or Saturday, the 10th of February, they're exactly the same event, just running them over those 2 days. They're full day events. And drop the word worksheet in the comments now, and I will get you the details. You are amazing, my friend. You have everything you need to succeed available to you. You are valuable. You are needed. I'm cheering you on in 2023. I believe in you. Keep showing up, keep sharing, and keep shining, because the world is truly waiting for you. So until we meet again, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Big love. Bye for now.